11. Here we are, day 11, 1-1, one of my favorite numbers. I'm excited to be here with you today and go over your masterclass, Build Your Intuition and Trust. Yes, that's key to life, is to trust yourself, your intuition, and what you're guided to do, no matter what you feel the outcome may or may not be, right? Releasing the attachment to the outcome and fully trusting what comes up for you. And I just want to say that today's class, we're going to go through today's class, and I actually have a special class that I'm going to be giving you guys tonight at 8:30. It's actually a class that I did when I did this challenge over the summer. It's just a really powerful session, so I wanted to make sure to share with you. So you'll have a bonus class today at 8:30 tonight. It will go out, and you'll be able to see it. Okay, so welcome. Here we are. Build your trust and intuition. Drop a 1 if you want to know how to build your trust and intuition. If you feel, something itchy, sorry. If you feel something would, if you feel having intuition and trust would benefit your life. Let's see, how many ones do I have going up here? If you want to build your intuition, if you think building your intuition, usually when my nose itches, the angels come in. So that's the 1-1. It's so awesome. So if you see me itching my nose, know that those are it's my sign and that angels are here with us. So awesome. I see all the ones coming in now, and something just popped up on my computer. Okay. So first, let me know if you feel your intuition but don't always listen to it. So if you actually, thank you, whoever commented on my hair. If you feel that you get a signal, but then you second guess yourself, right? Like, yeah, I should exercise. I should get up. I should move like this. I'll just give you an example. This morning, I'm committed to doing a 4-mile walk every day to reach 100 miles in 30 days. It's something I committed to January 1st, and I was invited to this challenge. And today's the alarm went off at 6:15. I did not want to get out of bed. It was still dark, and it was only 19 degrees in New Jersey. And I was like, I didn't want to go out, but I already knew it's what I planned to do. I already knew that that would give me what I wanted. And then I started questioning, is it really what I want? Do I really want to go out? Do I really want to have to put 17 layers of clothes on and walk for an hour outside? So then you start questioning. I started questioning myself. But here's the thing, I already made the promise to myself. So I stayed committed to what it was, because my intuition told me to do the challenge, right? Your intuition told you to do this challenge. Your intuition is telling you stuff all the time. So stay committed to yourself. So for those that are just tuning in that don't know who I am yet, my name's Brenda Kiss. I'm a transformative Neuro Reiki master, helping you turn your struggles into miracles so that you can release the chaos, the anxiety, the stress, the depression, the trauma from your past. In your past, let it go so that you can live a life feeling happy, joyful, content, calm, peaceful, confident, right? All through the power of neuroscience, energy healing, and spirituality. And so today I really want to talk to you about 3 key areas to really focus to build your intuition. Who put a high 5? I don't know if you know how to drop an emoji in the chat, but put a high 5 if you want to know some tools to trust your intuition. So the first one I already started to kind of talk about through my story was keep your commitment with yourself. And so the universe supports you 100%. And we kind of talked about this back when we were getting clear on the intention that you wanted, or the goal or desire that you wanted. But what happens is if you, I'm seeing the high fives come in. If you want to have something, right? And then to go back in your word, you actually break your trust with yourself. So I always say, set baby goals, set goals and things that you want to do that are very achievable, right? So here's key number 1. To build your trust and intuition, you have to go in and build your trust and intuition with yourself first. So it reminds me of the book, The 4 Agreements. And one of the agreements is being impeccable with your word. So really start to hone in. What are you saying or not saying? And you need to be truthful. Be impeccable with your word. So if you say you're going to do something, you need to do it. So when I'm working with you, and I worked with some of you through the beginning of this challenge, and it was really finding a manifestation that, one, would excite you, and two, you believed you could achieve, right? We want to take these steps that are achievable so that we can pat ourselves on the back and realize, yes, we did it, and the more that we begin to honor, and that's actually step 3, I'm getting ahead of myself, but the more that we can begin to keep our word, the more trust in ourselves we build. And when we have that connection with ourselves, then we can connect even deeper with whatever your source is, if it's God, the universe, or whatever. I just want to read this comment right here. I'll come back to that. Okay, so being committed with your word. And it reminds me of a time when I had an at-home business. It wasn't multi-level marketing, but it was an at-home business, and I had it for, I was working with it for many years, and I would get 100% committed, and I would say, all right, this is what I'm going to do every day. I'm going to make my 2 calls. I'm going to reach out to some people. I'm going to, do what the company has suggested I did every day. And I would start to do it, and then something would stop me, like something would trigger me, and I'd be like, oh, I'll just do that tomorrow, or I'll just do that tomorrow. And now I'm going back on my word, and the universe is like, whoa, you don't really trust the process. You're not letting this go through, right? And then I go to a conference or a seminar, and I get all recharged, and I do it again. Put a 5 if you can relate to this. You get, it's almost like a New Year's resolution too. Like, you get excited about it, you get energized, but then you stop doing what you're doing. Maybe you bit off too much that you can chew, and you needed to make a smaller bite-sized goal. Or maybe it's just that you have so many subconscious beliefs that it's taking you out of alignment with what you are looking to do. So when I was in network marketing, it was very interesting. It was looking back, I can see the process, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5 all the time. So I could see looking back, I could see the process. When I was in it, I wasn't aware, but it was so true. So wherever you're at, if you are, those that are rating a 5, make it a small goal so that you can achieve it. And once you start achieving it, then you start to build your trust that you're doing it. And when you build your trust that you're doing it, then you can go forth, right? So that's one way to build your trust. One way to build your trust is to stay committed. And so let me talk about a way to really start to tune into your intuition. One of the best ways is through prayer and meditation. That's a way to get tuned in, becoming super, what's it called? There's a name for it. It's slipping my mind. Your sensory acuity, make that even stronger. Like, really practice on noticing things with your eyes, feeling things with your body, hearing things, tasting things, seeing things, and develop some time in that. There's the process. You can go sit outside and sit in meditation, and with your eyes open, and just start to notice all the different colors, and then do it with your ears and hear all the different sounds and smell all the different smells, and taste anything that's coming around, and just use your senses to really begin to heighten. So our intuition is always there and always strong. And here's one of the challenges is, if we lack confidence in ourselves, we're not going to keep our word. If we lack or trust our intuition, there's going to be a lot of second guessing going on. Or if we feel that, oh, maybe I'm not right, maybe that's not true, and you're questioning yourself because there's belief systems that you have that maybe aren't serving you, right? That are keeping you back. Like, I give you an example. For me, I always wanted to make money. I had very large dreams as a child. I remember my mom tells me the story. I don't remember, but as a kindergartner, going off to the school bus, she said, I turned and looked at her at my very first day of school, and she said, Mom, I said, Mom, when I'm older, I'm going to be a millionaire so I can have a pair of shoes to go with every outfit. So I always had the desire to earn a lot of money. And what was interesting is I never did. Until recently, but and it reminds me, because I was an entrepreneur. I was in I had a network marketing company that I was with for years, many opportunities to make money, but I had a belief that a good mother is a stay-at-home mom that doesn't make money. So that belief to be a good mother is really what I wanted. So that if I had that belief, then I would never make money, because a good mother stays home. She doesn't have a career. She doesn't do anything. She's all about her kids. And that was just a belief that I had. It's not necessarily, I don't believe it to be true anymore, but it was a belief that I had. So knowing what you have to get over these limiting beliefs that are keeping you away from what you really want. So I want to give you some tools to trust yourself, because honestly, you don't need any tools. You don't need any tools to follow your intuition. You were built with everything you need. But until you have that confidence in yourself, until you have that awareness about yourself, there are tools out there to totally help you trust and to tap into your intuition. And one way is crystals. I don't know who loves crystals. Put a 3 for crystals. Crystals are a great way to really start to open you up. Prayer, meditation, I said, but I want to do this one process with you, because I firmly believe that you were encoded with all of your answers in your DNA to live a very fulfilled, happy, wonderful life. Put a happy emoji, drop a happy emoji in the comments. Oh, look at all the 3s. And so, yeah, I love crystals. So one of the best crystals for intuition, I'll just say, is amethyst, as well as labradorite. These are my 2 favorite, and selenite. Woohoo, some selenite. And here's my labradorite. You can get small ones. These just happen to be palm stones that I keep on my desk. But you can get little small ones that you can put in your pockets. And so, it's interesting, and I'm going to share something with you at the end, but we all have intuition. We all know, I think I already put this out there, we already know what's exactly what we need to do. It's then beginning to trust. So what I'm going to offer you is an opportunity for you to have a tool. Your body has all the answers within it. So I encourage you now to stand up. Oh, happy faces with hearts, I think. I don't have my glasses on. So standing up, what you're going to do right now is you're going to keep your feet planted on the floor. We're going to just, the camera's backwards. I couldn't find my necklace. We're going to take a couple deep breaths. So close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Another deep breath in and out. One more deep centering breath in and out. With your eyes closed, knowing that your body has all the answers, ask your body, show me yes. And just feel your body. Notice which way it goes, or if there's a sound that shows up or a feeling. And put a Y in the comments. Oh no, don't do that yet. And then say, body, show me no. And so my body, my body goes back for yes and forward for no right now. Sometimes it shifts, so you have to tune in every time you do this process. So, and then you ask your body a yes or no question. Is my name Brenda? And my body goes back. That's my yes. Is my name Deborah? No. So now I have a system to test certain decisions. We can get stuck in the shoulds. Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I go here? Should I do this? Should I eat? Should I not eat? Should I exercise? Should I wake up? Should I stay in bed? What should I do? Where should I go? All these shoulds turn up all the time. And until you could really begin to trust yourself, you now have this pendulum test. It's called the sway test that you can ask for guidance. What is it? Is it in my highest good to get up and move my body at 6:30? Yes. So figure out what always say that. Is it in my highest good? So now you can drop a Y if you got your Y and an N if you got your no. You always want to say with the question, is it in my highest good? Yes, it's a human pendulum. Is it in my highest good to do whatever it is that you want or what you're questioning? So that's a fantastic tool. And I'll just bring out my pendulum because somebody talked about a pendulum. Pendulum is just it could be a crystal, it could be anything that's on a string. And if I say, show me yes, my yes goes back and forth. Show me no. And my no goes side to side. So you can use a pendulum. You can use your body. You can use, those are the two that I recommend for the yes and no questions. You can also get guidance through other tools such as messenger cards and oracle cards and angel cards and things like that. I'm not going into that. I really wanted to share the sway test with you so that you have it. You don't need to go out and buy something. You don't need to do anything. You have the answers in your body. Use your body. You can also do a muscle test, right? You can interlink your fingers. It's the same concept. Show me no, and then you pull. And then you say, show me yes, and mine pull apart. Mine are backwards today. It's really interesting. It's usually the other way around for me. So always check, right? And then you can say, is my name Brenda? And it comes apart. Is my name Deborah? And it doesn't come apart. So, and then you always say, is it in my highest good for whatever? So who feels, I can't say yes, a Y. Let's see. If you feel that is a tool that will be helpful for you, put a H for helpful. H for helpful. So it's a great way to begin to, if you're in that questioning, of yourself, you can use this tool to overcome the questioning. And I love it that you felt tingles for your yes and tension in your eyes. I don't know who it is, but your body doesn't always sway. That's awesome. That's right. So you have to feel it. Maybe that's a different sensation. This morning I was asking myself something and I was just hearing yes, no, yes, no. And so it doesn't always have to be the body, but there's two keys to that is grounding yourself with the breath, right? I say 3, grounding yourself with the breath, calibrating it with, is this yes, is this no? And then doing it, asking a question that you know the answer is yes or no, just to clarify it. And then the last one is to ask the question, is it in my highest good? Okay, so there's 3 steps to the sway test, right? Ground yourself with grounding breaths, calibrating it, asking what yes or no is, and then asking a question to confirm that you know is the answer. So is my name Brenda or is my name Deborah, so that I can feel my body working for me? And then ask the question, is it in my highest good to whatever? And then obviously make it a yes or no question. So those are tools to help you build your intuition. And lastly, I'd like to talk today about celebrating. And celebrating is so key. It's the key to getting more of what you want in your life. So if you want more wonderful things in your life, you have to celebrate the wonderful things, even if they're this little, right? Even if they're this little. So I want to know how many of you focus on what's working versus focusing on what doesn't work, right? Focusing on what you've done or focusing on what you haven't done. So how many of you have gone to bed thinking, holy crap, I got my 3 action steps and I only did 1, right? Or are you going to bed saying, I got my 3 action steps and I did 1, woohoo, yes, I did 1, right? Which one are you doing? Because if you're beating yourself up for not doing what you're doing, you're giving that energy, and the universe is going to give you more things to beat yourself up, right? It reminds me, I had a friend, and it's really what you focus on grows, I had a friend who would call me and tell me all of the woes of her life, tell me what's going wrong, and this is going wrong, and this is going wrong. And finally, I stopped answering the calls because I couldn't focus on that. It wasn't until she shifted to start thinking of solutions and things that were good in her life that I was able to actually talk with her. Because listen, you can complain all you want, and that's just going to bring in more complaining at things to complain about. Or you can focus on what's working, what's good. You know, I could have complained about, oh my God, I'm so tired. My body doesn't want to move. I don't want to go out to walk. Or I can focus on, whew, when I'm done walking, I'm going to feel great about what I've done. When I'm done walking, I'm going to feel energized and enthusiastic and excited. When you're taking the actions and you're celebrating, pat yourself on the back. If you catch yourself being mindful and shifting your thoughts and shifting what you're focused on, give yourself a congratulations. If you get a sign, if you're tuned in and you get a sign like my 11 and my nose itching, right? Celebrate that. Yes, thank you. I received. Whatever it is, celebrate what you are doing and the signs and intuition and things that are coming your way, and celebrate them, because the more you celebrate the little things, the more it comes your way, and the little things add up to big, huge celebrations. So this manifestation, is a little drop in your bucket. You have how many months? You have 12 months you could do this process, and imagine where you can be at the end of the year, right? So you could do all of this. You can do little celebrations to give you to the big, huge picture. And, I always believe that. I have somebody ask me, how did you know all this spirituality and belief? I just always had a deep belief that there was something bigger than myself that was running the show. And the challenge I had was that I didn't have connection with whatever, for me, it's God. It could be anything for you. It doesn't matter to me. It just what you connect with is what's important. And, having something bigger than myself, but, realizing I felt like it was all out here. Like, like everybody else is receiving their messages and their guidance and their connection with their higher self or God or the universe or divine. And I'm like, where's mine? And I believe so much. And I remember having this conversation with my cousin. I was 14. And so I was 13, she was 17. And her father had passed away when she was, I think 8. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to really think about it and do the numbers. And if anybody knows me, that's not my area of expertise. And so I remember coming home. I grew up Catholic. I was coming home from a CCD class, and I was sharing this story that my teacher has shared with me, which it was just so powerful. She had received messages from God and was sharing her stories. And so I said to my cousin, I said, oh my gosh, I said, God is so amazing. Look at the signs that he leaves. And she was just like, how do you even know? And what gives you that belief and all of that? And I said, there's just a sense of knowing that there is. But here's the thing. I went home and I did exactly what my teacher did so that I would receive the signs, right? So my teacher went to Israel and the Holy Grounds and spent some time there in her rosary beads. I should have brought mine down for this talk, but if you are Catholic or you know what rosary beads are. If you're not, there's this chain of beads that you have beads, and then it's usually connected by the nicer ones are connected by chain. You can have it connected by ropes or whatever, and then there's a cross on it with Jesus on the cross. And Jesus, so she went and she did all this praying. She was sharing with me, and the chain turned colors. And Jesus's legs went from straight to bent. And there was a third sign that I can't remember what it was. But I was like, oh my God, I want that so bad. What did you do? She's like, I just prayed on them every single day. So my grandmother gave me this beautiful set of rosary beads. And I prayed every day for weeks and months on end. And you know what? Not one sign. I did not get one sign. The chain didn't change colors. Jesus's knees didn't straighten out. And I was just like, what's wrong with me? Why am I not getting my signs? And here's what I found out. There was actually nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you. And it was the belief that I felt that I wasn't worthy to receive the signs. It was the story that I created in my life that everybody else is accepting can have goodness and greatness. But because of things that happened to me as a child, because of things that I interpreted and made meaning to, none of the goodness was good enough for me. And it wasn't until I healed my past traumas, that I healed my emotional attachments to things, that I healed the hurt and disappointment and the things that caused me to have eating disorders and depression and, drinking to feel comfortable in my body. It wasn't until I was able to really go in and heal all of that, that I had made the physical connection to my higher self, and then being able to receive the signs. And I'm sharing all of this with you because I actually am starting a class called Fear to Freedom, helping you to release your fears, release the traumas, to release the hurt, to release the need to have substance in your life, food, shopping, alcohol in your life, to feel fulfilled or to numb out the pain so you don't feel. You signed up here for a reason, to receive something wonderful in your life, something magnificent, right? This is what manifesting is all about. Well, I'm getting ready to open up this class, and I'm offering you a special opportunity today. A special opportunity today. If you want to release your past, release your traumas, let go of whatever is holding you back from truly living that manifestation that you truly want, you can go to callwithbrenda.com and sign up for a free awareness call today. It's normally a $250 value. I'm sharing it with you for the next 24 hours, so those that watch the replay have an opportunity to hop on. And I encourage each and every one of you that's listening to this to go and book the call. Let this be your sign. Let this be your intuition saying, go. Make the call. Callwithbrenda.com. Do not let your head talk you out of something. So whatever it was, if I said something and in the first 5 seconds you're like, yes, then make the call. I was so scared to make the call to reach out for help, so I so get it. But I will tell you what, this call will help change your life. It will give you hope. It will give you awareness. It will give you insight like you would never know whether you choose to move forward with the course or not. So make the call, trust your intuition, celebrate everything you already have done in these last 11 days. And that's it. I want you to celebrate in the thread, share, drop in the thread. What is it that you can celebrate today about yourself? This is not egotistical or boosting, like, look at me, I did this. This is a real life place where you can actually be honored for what you've done. So celebrate. I can't wait to hear from you. And come to callwithbrenda.com and take this opportunity so that you can bring your life up to the next level. I love each and every one of you. Even if we haven't met, trust me, I love you because we're all connected. And the more I love everybody all the time because we're all connected. So I love you. Have a fabulous, wonderful, awesome, amazing day. And I will see you later.